Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to DSA course. So, I am one of the instructor, Atul Pratap Singh. Apart from me, we have two more instructor in this course in this term. One is Satyanarayan sir, and another is Sugyani. Okay, so we all three will help you during this term in the PDSA course concept and the live session and forum. And we have one TA also for the helping. So that is actually Vikrant. And that Vikrant will also take some live sessions. So that will also help you in the in PDSA course preparation as well as the competitive platforms practice. So today we have the plan to just introduction this course. Okay, and apart from that, if you have any open query, you can also ask during the course. Okay, so before starting the session, if anyone have any query. Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
thanks.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Okay, so let me share my screen and then second. Okay, so the first question is normal. This is general question. How hard this course is? Okay, so we'll discuss everything. How you can proceed this course? What will be the difficulty level? I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, yes.
Mhm. Okay, first thing, the course portal, and I'll discuss what are the things we have released. So first is course introduction. Everyone know all these things. Who are the course faculty? Who are the course instructor? Everything details are there. And apart from that, we have today we have released this grading pattern on the course page also. Okay, you know that you have the link of grading document of the each course, but we have released this grading document on the course page itself, so you can see each dates and each component of the course which will be considered as a grading. So just keep these things in the mind when you are learning this course, and what will be the exam. And like you can see here, one OPP exam is also there in this course, and this is the only one OPP exam, and that will be conducted after the quiz 2. So you have one quiz 1, and after first 4 week. Okay, so the syllabus will be first 4 week for the quiz 1, and quiz 2. This is the syllabus will be up to week 8, and mainly from week 5 to week 8. And then we have OPP exam, online proctored programming exam, and this is actually there is no passing criteria in this OPP exam in the PDSA, but this actually contain the 20% weightage in overall the score. So you can see the complete formula here. So what are the weightage for the each component? 10% is graded assignments, and 40% is the final end term exam, 20% is the OPP exam, programming exam. And apart from that, you have this calculation to find out the quiz 1 and quiz 2 score total. Okay, so if you missed any of the quiz, so that means that 20% will be selected from maximum of quiz 1 or quiz 2. Otherwise, there's another formula is 15% in quiz 1 and 15% is quiz 2. That means if you miss any quiz, you will get 10% loss, okay, in the overall score. So this is the overall grading pattern. You know that the quiz 1 date is 27 October. Quiz 2 date is 1st December, and term exam is 22nd December, and OPP exam is December 18th. Okay, and these date may be changed, and so just refer to the final grading documents and the communication by the support team. So this is the one thing. Second thing is live session tabs we have released now. So this tabs contains all the live session details of the course. So we will conduct instructor session. So first thing, in instructor session we will conduct on every Wednesday and Friday 8 to 10 p.m. So this is the fixed timing we have. So no need to remember any that announcement. No need to just wait for any announcement. All these things. Here link will remain same, and timing will also be remain same. Wednesday 8 to 10 p.m. and Friday 8 to 10 p.m. So these are two instructor sessions. So balanced session is basically open session where you can ask your query, you can ask your doubts in assignments, practice assignments, or any concept. Otherwise, we will discuss the week. Okay, so this is the week Wednesday open session agenda. And another session we have on the Friday, that agenda is actually coding problem solution. Okay, so we will discuss the coding problem, some maybe 4 problem, 3 problem based on the difficulty level of the week. We will select some number of problems, and that problem we will discuss during the that coding session. Okay, so where you can also participate of the to solving the problems. You can also discuss your approach, you can also discuss solution, you can also help to the others. So this is the like problem solving session, that are the coding problems. Okay, and another session that will be conducted by TA. So that TA will conduct 2 sessions in a week. So that first session is Monday 8 to 10 p.m. and another session is Saturday 5 to 7 p.m. Here the link will remain same. And apart from that, if require any additional session, then we will communicate via that announcement. Okay, so TA agenda will also be the different. Actually, in one session, TA approach will be to discuss the previous year PYQ. Okay, so you know the PYQ, you all follow the PYQs. So here TA will discuss the week-wise PYQs questions in one of the session, and another session TA will discuss some competitive problems. So TA will TA is now working on the some competitive problem on the that lead code platforms. He have selected some problems. He have also created some GitHub repository for that. And so that in one of the session, the TA will discuss some that lead code problem, competitive problems based on the week-wise concept. So you will also get the that knowledge of how to approach on the that competitive platforms. Okay, and that week-wise manner. So because these activity points are also required for the placement, so this activity is very important. So that also participate in the TA session. So solve all the problems on the competitive platform. So you will get clear the criteria of activity points of the PDSA, where you need to solve some problems on the that competitive platforms. Okay, so these are the live sessions. So total 4 live sessions are there. Yeah, anyone have any query? Someone open the mic. Yeah, Joy. Yeah, Joy.
Sir, yeah, I'm telling that where to find activity point means activity questions like in our activity questions
No,
in week one.
activity points actually they said that, let me open that document also. So there is no fixed problem for that. So yes, this seat is there. So you can see PDSA activity. So here you can select this any lead code platform. So we are also suggesting the lead code platforms for this. So you have to complete this 20 easy level questions, okay, from the lead code platform, 25 intermediate level questions, and 10 advanced level or higher difficulty level questions from the lead code. So these number of questions you can complete on the lead code platform. So that activity points will be complete. Okay. So here our TA will also be discuss some lead code problems. So you can also submit that solution. So that means that criteria will be fulfilled if you covered all that number of problems. Okay. Apart from that, you can also choose any another platforms where you are comfortable, or if you have already started from any another platforms this coding, so you can also complete this criteria. Okay, from any another platform also. Okay. Yeah, Joy. Your query is clear.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, 1 second. Avinav, yeah, Avinav, go ahead.
Sir, this TA session, will it be recorded? In case if it is not
This will not be live streamed, but this will be recorded. So
thank
you will get a the drive recording link.
Thank you.
Okay. But we will recommended that participate in during the live session and discuss the solution, discuss the approach, so you will get more clarity on the problems. So yeah, this is the one. Yeah, Rajiv.
So the easy one levels don't have any points. So can we skip that?
No, that number is required because they will just check your summary to verify this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, okay. Now supplementary content, you have the slides, that PPT slide, lecture transcript, collab notebook, which professor actually used in the live session, and this is the one GitHub notes which we have created, week wise that notes. Okay, and these are helpful. You can follow this. So I'll also show you. And apart from that, you have the week wise content after that. Okay, every Friday that we will also release some live coding problems on the portal itself this time. Okay, last term actually we used the live that Replit team, but that Replit team is now not available as a free. So that we will discuss this live coding session on the portal itself from this term. So that means in the after this week one, every Friday you will get some live coding problems that will be released on the Friday itself before the live coding session. Okay, and we expected that you need to complete that problem during the live session or maybe 1-2 hour after the live session. Okay, so that what is the purpose of live coding session is just to prepare you for the OPP exam. So where you will get some time limitation 2 hour. Okay, and you will get to 4 programming problems. Okay, if you do not practice in this timed manner, you will not complete the 4 programming problems. You cannot complete the 4 programming problems during the 2 hours in the OPP exam. So be prepared for the OPP exam before that. So yeah, these are the things. And apart from that, the summary notes, we have this page. Yeah, this one. Okay, so this GitHub links is given on the portal itself. You can go with this link and you can see the week wise summary or notes. Okay, and we will also recommended that before watching the lecture, just visit one time in these notes and then watch the lecture. Okay, so you will get the idea what you will watch in the video lecture. Okay, so here all topics are discussed that that lectures wise. Okay, so what topics are covered, some additional things are also there, but that are also required to understand the topic. So week 2 what you will learn, and these notes are openly available till end of the week. Okay, so complete course, so you can also check these document before releasing the dates. Okay, suppose this first week is just a Python recap. So Python recap, you know that this is here we are not discussing any new topics in this week one. So you can start, you can jump to the week 2 contents, and you can also see the summary of this week 2 content. So what you will learn in the week 2, you can see at the prior of this release. So these notes is given in the visualization is also given. So we have embedded some visualization like let me just see. So this tool is also given. You can just debug your code step by steps. Python tutor is also embedded in this, and this visualization, this is also embedded in this. You can see the visualization steps for the each algorithms. Okay, you can just directly run this is code. So you can see the all visualization how the algorithm is working. So that is the main actually requirement of this course. So conceptual understanding is the main component of this course. So now in this way you can utilize this GitHub notes which we have created for the 10 weeks. Okay, so the last 1 week is not included in this, so that is actually theoretical. Most of the content are theoretical, so that we will try to include in this content. So you have the notes till this. Yeah, this is not completed, so week 11. And one more things, now you have this first week Python recap, and after week 9 you will get a one refresher week, okay, before the OPP exam. And this week 10 actually now shifted to the week 12 as a extra content. So this string and pattern matching algorithm is now not in the syllabus of your course. Okay, so this is just we will release in the 12th week as a additional content. You can see the content, you can watch the content, you can practice. These are some good topics, but not too much relevant on the PDSA, DSA concepts. Okay, so we will release this 10th week as a 12th week, and 10th week will be refresher week. So now if we say that you have total now 10 week content in this okay course, not the 12 week. So that week 12 is not in the syllabus, and week 10 will be the refresher week. So total 10 week. And first week is the Python recap, so that is also not new. So main concepts are in only in that 9 weeks. Okay. So these are the basics of the course, what we'll do in the course. Now the uh, so what are the approach you should follow to learn this course? So basically this is actually a conceptual course. Okay, but here you also need to know that how you can use the concept in the real life scenario, this problem solving. Okay, so otherwise this is very popular course. It actually taught in the every that computer science that core program. And DSA, this is also very important for the that selection process, so that interviewer also asked many questions from the DSA understanding. And this is also important for the competitive qualifications. So sometimes many company actually conduct some programming exams, so they also ask some coding questions which are based on these topics. So this course is very important for the entrance of any company. Okay, so selection process, actually this course is important. And also it improve your efficiency of the code. Till now you have done Python, you never think about the efficiency of the code, how much fast your code is, how much space your code is taking. But now after learning this course, you will understand that why this is important. This is efficiency is important in the solution, because now lots of competitions are there in the development area, all these things. So that means every uh, company developer, those who are recruiting any developer, so they also find out that the person that are actually efficient in the coding. Efficient means they are writing the solution that are that are faster compared to the others. Okay, they will recommend it, that person to select. So because of that, they test this knowledge at the time of interview. So because of that, this interview activity points are also included in the that activity points for the placement. So for learning this course, basically main, so there are lots of algorithms. Okay, there are lots of algorithm will be discussed during the course, the week wise. Like sorting algorithm, you will learn four algorithms in this course. Otherwise there are many algorithms are also there, but we will learn this selection sort, insertion sort, merge sort, and one more is quick sort. Okay, so you will learn there are many implementation, many algorithms and their implementation. So our suggestion is, do not focus too much in the coding learning. Okay, so code learning, suppose you are getting this selection sort, so do not try to learn the code. Okay, just understand that what happening actually during the process. So this algorithms actually, okay, you can see the code and just understand that how this algorithm is working, what is the concept that algorithm is using. Okay, just understand and learn that concept. So that questions in the exam, quiz exam, that questions will also be based on the concept, not the implementation. Okay, we will not test your code implementation memory. So how you can remember that code implementation. Okay, so just see the code, understand the working. Okay, understand the concept, how this that algorithm is sorting the element. Just understand that point and just try to implement your code. Okay, because the writing style of the code style is maybe different from person to person. Okay, maybe someone can use shortcut built-in function, maybe someone is not using any built-in function and writing the full complete each steps in the code. So that writing style may be different from for each person by person. So here the implementation professor have discussed, so that is the style of professor. We have also shared some implementation, that is our style. Maybe you will see the implementation of any other one, that you will get the different type of implementation, but the concept will be the same from each implementation. So just try to learn the concept, how this selection sort is actually sorting the elements, what it is doing. Just remember this step in just like this in this word. Okay, so how it is sorting the elements. these are actually easy to remember. These concepts are easy to remember instead of this code. So do not try to learn this code. Just try to learn only these steps, and after that, write your own code in your own style. You can easily remember after that if you are writing the algorithm implementation by your own. Okay, yeah, maybe you will face difficulty during if you're not able to understand these steps clearly, algorithms concept clearly, and maybe you are not able to write the implementation. So that you will face difficulty, but during this time you will also learn a lot. So if you have stuck at any point, you can refer the algorithm, refer the implementation, and just correct your that code. Because of that, we are also providing all the implementation. Okay, so do not stuck and do not leave the things. So first thing, try to just read the algorithms steps, understand how algorithm is sorting. After that, just try to write your own code. Okay, that will be the very good way to learn this DSA course, because maybe you can start with some easy algorithms in week 2, week 3. After that, when the graph will start, tree will come, you will get some more difficult implementations. Okay, so you cannot remember each code. Okay, I can also not remember any each code. Okay, so nobody can actually remember the codes. If you understand the concept, definitely you can write your own code. So that is the main things of this course. And for theory exam, definitely conceptual testing will be asked. Okay, so if you understand, if you learn the selection sort algorithms, what are the steps, then based on that, questions will be asked. Okay, we will not ask the implementation in the theory exam, quiz 1, quiz 2. So that conceptual knowledge will be test. So that concept should be very clear for the that theory exam. Okay, and for programming exam, definitely practice is required. Each algorithm's implementation you should write by own. After that, if you understand the concept of algorithms, then you have to think that where you can use these implementation, these algorithms. Okay, what are the application of each algorithms? Okay, then you have to understand that. Once you find out that what are the purpose of each algorithm, where you can apply these algorithms, now then you can start solving the real life problems, which can be, because who are creating the competitive problems. Okay, those who know this DSA concept very well, those who are designing the problems. So they have the algorithm. Suppose they have that shortest path algorithm. Now they are just designing one story. They just keep this that diest algorithm, shortest path algorithms in the mind, and they just design some story, and that story will be released as a competitive problems. Now you have to think the reverse in order. So you have to understand the story, then you have to understand the backside of the story, what actually is given, what is the required things, and which algorithm is the suitable. So that are the things how the competitive algorithms are designing. Yeah, Himanshu, you raised the hand. Himanshu, go ahead.
So this course is about like whatever we are writing any like I'm writing a code and I'm using some variable, how these variable are stored inside like my storage, and how efficiently I can manage my storage. Is it right?
Yeah, so this thing is data structure. So this is data structure and algorithm. DSA means data structure and algorithms. So first thing, you have to good knowledge of the data structures. So data structure, what data structure you have. Generally, in the normal DSA courses, we use the array, but here we are not using the array. Instead of this, we use a list. Okay. So apart from that, what other data structure we have? We have the dictionary, and what other data structure we can create with the help of this list and dictionary, that are actually stack, queue, linked list. That data structure we can create, and we can create a graph data structure. That graph data structure we can create with the help of that nested list matrix form. Okay, similar way we can represent the tree. So you have to you have to understand the each data structure organization, and how efficiently you can use this data structure in your code. Okay,
So
and which data structure is beneficial for which type of problems. You have to understand this in
so
this
all of
course.
this we are going to do this in this course, right?
Yes. So you
So
will learn each data structure as well as the related algorithms and the purpose of the algorithm or application of the algorithms that you
Yeah.
will find out in the assignment solution that questions.
So every algorithm and concepts are same for like suppose DSA for
Hmm.
any other language like C++. So
Yes,
the concept will
correct.
be same, right? In that.
Concept will be same. So we are learning what algorithms we are learning: selection, sort, insert, so for the sorting. These algorithms we are learning. These can be implemented in any language.
But we
Okay.
are using
So
Python for this, right?
for this course we are using Python. It is because you have completed the Python. You have not learned any other language in the
Correct.
foundation level. Correct.
Correct.
So because of that, we are selecting only the Python language. But you can do this course with any language. Okay. So
Yeah.
maybe some data structure will be changed. So instead of list, you will use some array in the Java or C, C++. So some data structure will be changed. Some programming style will be changed. Okay. So that otherwise the concept will remain same. Each algorithm concept will remain same. Only the implementation type will become changed.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay. Any other query?
So the programming question that we are going to have from week 2 will be
Mhm.
apart from the GRP activity questions that we are going to have.
Huh. So you have GRPA, 3 GRPA we will release, and apart from that, you will get 2 PPAs also, and you will get some 4 5 problems, or in some week 3 are also there. So 4 5 problems in the live coding session, that problem solving session on the Friday. So that will also be released on the portal. So that will only release on the Friday. So after that you can solve that problems, and apart from, so now you have total 8 9 problems, and apart from that our TA will discuss some that lead code problems on the lead code platform. Okay. So you have
Okay.
now enough question bank, maybe 14 to 15 problem in each week. Yeah, Tarika.
Sir, just now you mentioned that TA will discuss 3 4 problems. So, sir, those TA sessions will be recorded.
TA session will be recorded but not live stream. Okay, TA session will be recorded, and recorded link will be available in the that calendar event, as well as we will create one sheet. Okay, so
Okay.
inside the live session tab on the portal, you can see we have released this live session tab. Inside this live session details are there, and inside this you have these links, PDSA YouTube channel links. Okay, so where the all previous terms live session you can find out that, no, this is the actually professor lecture link. Previous terms YouTube playlist, here you can find out the previous term playlist. Current term YouTube playlist, so this is the current live session playlist we will store here. And this is the last option, we have current term live session sheet. Okay, so this is actually not linked right now, so maybe by tomorrow we will create this, and here in this sheet you will get each live session details, and YouTube link, as well as the drive recording link. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay,
so
sir.
you can use this resource directly, you can jump to any live session. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, because we are releasing many problems, we will so like 14 10 to 15 problems during the week. So maybe you will get some that heavy load type of for this course, but this is actually beneficial for you. Okay, you have some more query. Yeah, Tarika, go ahead.
Sir, one more thing I wanted to ask, sir. Like for
Mhm.
Java, we got some previous term OPP questions for practice. So, like that, is it possible to get few questions
So
from?
OPP question, if I ask that, so OPP question we have already included in the live coding sessions.
Okay, so
Okay,
those will be
live
included.
coding session, and also that what TA is actually discussing, that some questions is also include very related to that in the lead code that problems. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and regarding the quiz PYQ, you will get, we have also included some PYQs from the previous terms in the practice theory assignment in the each week. So like in week 1, not in the week 1, but from week 2. So this theory assignment we have now, this practice assignment not graded. So this theory assignment this week have only 5 questions, but from week 2 onwards you will get a 10 question approx, and where we have included PYQs question, previous terms exam questions in the practice questions. So do not skip this practice assignments. Okay, so practice assignment contain the PYQ questions. You need to solve all the graded theory assignment as well as the practice assignment. That will be helpful. You will get some idea of that, how what type of questions comes in the theory exam. So do not skip this PYQ. Okay. Sorry, practice assignment. So yeah, and live coding session, many questions we have included in the live coding problems. So that and also before the exam, actually before the quiz one, we will release one mock. For quiz one, we will release one mock for the quiz two also, and we will release mock for the OPP exam also. Mock OPP exam also contains maybe some 8 questions. So but we will not release any mock for end term exam, okay, because the only 2 weeks are added in the end terms. So that means you have the enough good idea of the week 1 to week 8 in the what type of questions comes in the exam. So only week 9 and week 11 will be added into the end term exam. So we because of that we are not releasing any mock for the end term exam. So syllabus will be week 1 to week 11. Okay, so these we will provide before the exam. So mock 1, mock 2, and that mock for OPP exam. And also remember that so you have some bonus marks. So 2 marks you have for the mock, okay, or each mock, not each mock, overall the mock. But and this time we are thinking that 3 marks we will include it for the live coding problems. Okay, last time we removed these 3 marks, okay, completely because we have not conducted any additional activity. So this time we are thinking that live coding problems we will include it 3 bonus marks. If you complete the live coding problems, so you will get a 3 bonus marks also. So complete all the activity, try to complete. Yeah, you will during solving the problems you will get some difficulty, so do not leave the things, okay. Just try to solve. If you are finding difficulty, just take rest and then again try to solve. Take the help. 1 second, sorry. Sorry. Okay, so take the help. You have the lots of resource now, okay, to check the solution. You can just take the help of that resource. And PDSA, there are the DSA, there are lots of resource for learning, okay. This is not very unique or new course, okay. So that lots of resources are available. You can find lots of problem also. You can select competitive platforms and select the problem topic wise or difficulty level wise, okay. You can pick any competitive platform where the or each competitive platform actually provide the that filter things, okay. You can select the problem topic wise as well as the difficulty level wise. So just try to do practice, okay. So that, and this course also requires some revision things. So that means if you are learning this course first time, maybe some concepts will not be clear in the first round. After that, take some rest and just revise the things, okay. Just recap again, and you will find out that each concept will be clear in the second or third type of revision, okay. So because of that, I am saying that before watching the lecture, what you can do, you can just go through the contents from the summary notes. You will get idea that what you will watch in the lectures, okay. So all idea you will get. Also just read the steps of the algorithms, and after that when you will watch the video of the professor, so professor will also be discuss the same things and you will get a clear idea in the first watch. Otherwise sometimes what happen in the first watch, you will not get the complete clarity of the lectures. So you can follow this approach, and after watching the lecture again you can go on this summary notes and you can see the algorithms steps, understand the algorithms, and also join the live session, also utilize the discourse forum, okay, and also utilize the TA session. So we are providing each help and we will also try to help as much as possible. Yeah, so now some query, okay, this yeah, Bhumika.
Yes, sir. So I was asking, like, is there any need to practice on other platforms, or the portal questions are enough? Like, there are so many questions on the portal.
So many questions are portal. So approx 10 question in week we are really providing on the portal itself. Also, the TA will discuss some problems. Okay. So TA have created some GitHub repository where maximum 10 problems in each week he have also collected from the lead code. So you can also include, if you have completed all the 10 problems from the weekly content, then you can also jump to the competitive platform, that practice problem which TA is actually providing from the lead code. So that problems will also be very similar to your that weekly content, weekly assignments, only by some very little change. So you can, if you have time, also you can follow that problems. Otherwise, that 10 problems is also enough for the course, that OPP exam preparation, all these things. Okay, if you are not getting proper time, so that 10 course problem is also enough. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Sakat. Yeah, Vinav. Sorry, who raised the hand?
Hello. Yeah,
Yes, my
myself
bad.
Saikat. I just want to
Sakat.
know, could you just name one or two these competitive platforms? What you were talking about?
So we are using lead code. Okay, you can also follow the hacker rank. So hacker rank is also provide the that DSA problems. You can filter the problems. You can use the hacker rank also. But we will recommend it that if you are learning this course first time, and if you are just you have started just as a beginner, just select the problem topic wise, as well as the difficulty level wise. Select the easy problem first. Do not directly jump to the random problem, or do not directly jump to the medium or hard difficulty level problem. Okay, otherwise
Okay.
your confidence level will be decreased if you directly pick any random problem.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, Rajiv.
So for lead code and all, do we have, can we use our personal account or we have to register with the student ID?
No, here we are not fetching any record how much you are active on the competitive platforms. But still, we will suggest that use your personal, sorry, not personal, that is student email ID. Okay, because that for activity point, I think that that student email ID account will be required. Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so create your account by your student email ID and use that. And also now this is this competitive platforms ranks, actually all these platforms provide some ranks also, and summary also, how much problems you have solved, what type of problems you have solved, all these thing, they details actually they provided. And you can also included this summary links that they provided in your resume. Okay, so that is actually give you some very big advantage in the resume for the selection process. Okay, so
Uh,
most of Mhm.
so, but after the degree, I won't be able to, or I won't have access to the student mail ID. Then how will I be able to access lead code and all that?
Okay, that things I have to check actually. Okay, and okay, I'll check this and will confirm you in my next session. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so how they actually check the activity points and verify the points. Yeah, this is the correct point. So maybe you will that ID will be disconnect after the course. So how you will access? Okay, I'll check this and will confirm.
Okay, so thanks.
Yeah, Nivedita.
Sir, so as
Mhm.
you were talking about live coding sessions, so how will be the live coding sessions? Will it be like OPP?
No, that live coding session is not like a OPP. So that problems we will release on the before the live coding session, and we expected that there is no restriction on you for that. Okay, but we want that you just complete all these problems in 2 or 3 hours during the live session only. Do not uh, just uh, just save your time. Actually, you can do other things also in your the remaining time, but try to complete all these live coding problems during the live session itself. Okay, and where the that instructor will discuss the approach also, solution also. Okay, and all the solution, or they also discuss the approach of others, how the others are actually solving the problems. Okay, so you will get some idea that you can understand the approach, and later you can solve the problems. Okay, if
Okay.
you are not able to solve during the live session, what you can do, you can attend the session, just understand the approach, how the instructor is solving, how the others are solving, and after that try to solve that problems by your own. Okay, do
Okay,
not
sir.
copy the solution from the others, just understand the approach and try to solve later.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah, this is our actually main goal, and just try to practice in the same uh, environment as a OPP exam. So that OPP exam environment is 2 hour 4 problems. So because of that, we will also release 4 problems during the live session, but we will also discuss the solution approach, all these things. Yes, Bhumika.
Sir, no doubt.
Okay, okay, yeah, you raised that. Okay, Disarani.
Good evening, sir. Sir,
Good evening.
the problems those released on Friday, it's released for whole day or for only 2 hours?
No, it will be available till the OPP exam. Okay, so that problems we will release for the practice as a practice, so that all problems will be available till the OPP exam.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. But finally, before the OPP exam or after the OPP exam, we will check that how many of you have solved that problems for the bonus marks. Yeah, Divya.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, yes, Divya. Now you are audible.
I just wanted to know these PPAs. Will we be coding them or solving them together?
PPA you can solve. You can take help from anyone. You can discuss on the forum. Okay, so you can take help. So these are not graded actually, so you can solve in any way.
So, what will be the agenda for the live sessions?
So you are saying that you want to solve these PPAs in the live session?
Yeah, I mean, this is something we used to do in the introduction to Python course, and that was really helpful.
So the similar type of things we are doing in the coding session on Friday. Okay, so in that session we will discuss some 4 new problems. Okay, but still we want that try to solve some problem by your own. Okay, you can solve, and you can also just give some time. Just try to solve by your own first, and after that you can ask the solution in the that Friday live session, or maybe on that Wednesday session also. Okay, but just give some time before asking the solution. Otherwise, we will also release the solution of the live coding problems. We will also release the solution for PPAs. Okay, but we just want that we don't want to discuss at the initial of the weeks that PPAs. Just give try to solve by your own. If you're not able to solve, then you can discuss in the Friday session also, and that approach, or later also. That PPA will also be open till the end of the term. Okay, so that will also be open. You can ask at any point, but just give some more time to think about the solution approach. Do not directly jump for the solution. Yeah, Tarika.
Sir, how many sessions are we going to have?
So 2 instructor session, 2 TA session, 4 session.
So two instructor session means one theory and one practical. Is it so?
So that Wednesday session is the open or summary session. Okay, so that we will discuss the doubts and summary. Okay, and Friday session is totally based on the coding session, that we will discuss some problems based on the big concept, and we will discuss the solution and approach during the session. Okay, and TA session agenda is TA 1 session. TA will discuss some previous PYQ questions, previous exam questions, and in 1 session he will discuss the lead code problems week wise. Okay. So PYQ question is also very important, because we know that most of you actually follow the PYQ before the exam. So here you can just understand the PYQ solutions in the session also. Okay. Yeah, Desarani.
Sir, I have a doubt regarding PPAs. In PPA, we are after highlighted part, we are not able to write.
Okay, so that I think let me open one PPA. Which PPA you are referring?
Sir, PPA 1.
So first thing you have to select the language.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm selecting the language. Now you can see this gray area actually is a fixed code. Okay, this part is actually fixed. One second. What? So yeah, this gray area is actually a fixed code, and before that, line number 1 is, you can see, is the white line. Here you can type anything. Yeah, you can see I'm able to type. Okay, so that means this code is required for this solution, and this is fixed. You need to write your solution before this, uh, in the first line, and you can type, and after that you can enter, and you can like write this and complete this code. Okay, so do not try to remove this code. It is actually fixed, and it is required for the solution. So you will get this type of nature in many assignments, and you can also use this new UI. I'm not sure how many of you are using this new UI. So that is also good interface. Now we have, so you can see the problem statement on the left, and this side you can write your code. So do not try to remove this part. This is fixed code. You can start writing the code in the first line. And similar way, you will get some problems where you will get some gray part above, some gray part at the bottom, but in between there will be one white line, but one white line you will get. You can start writing your code in between. Okay, Disa?
Okay, sir.
So we will also recommend that use this new UI, where this UI is good. You can write a solution code as well as you can read the problem statement. You can see, you can do all the things on the same page. Okay, so yeah, big one, basically what we have covered. So that is all things are the summary of Python, and professor have also discussed. Let me open that summary, that big one. So for Python, basically we will recommend it that you can see the contents. One, what are the important contents you can recap, okay, from the Python, which will be used in this DSA course. So first thing about the data structure. So list and dictionary, these two data structure are very important for the DSA course. So just recap the list and dictionary things, how you can create a dictionary, how you can create a list, what operation you can do with the list and dictionary. Apart from that, we will not use set. Okay, so set is not used anywhere. And tuple, maybe sometimes you will use tuple, but not too much. And so this is the data structure. And also check how you can create a nested list. Okay, list inside the list, so that we can represent the matrix like two-dimensional data. So you can create this nested list with the help of that nested list, or as well as the numpy array. So you can also explore the numpy array, where you can create this one-dimensional array as well as the two-dimensional array. So that you can also explore in the data structure. And the topic, if we talk about, so the topic function, yeah, definitely here everything will be discussed as a function. So in the assignments also, you need to write some function definition, and every algorithms will be discussed as a function. So function things should be clear, how you can write a function, how the parameters we can pass, how we can return the value from the function. So these are very basics of the function. Knowledge is required for this course. And apart from that, the one main important topic is recursion. I hope that that recursion will not be very clear for most of you, or maybe some of you, so that you can revise this recursion topics little bit in the Python course, from the Python course. Or you can also discuss with us in the live session about if you are facing difficulty in the recursion concept understanding. So we will discuss this recursion as well. But recursion will be used in many algorithms and many solution also, assignment solutions. Okay, so you will introduce this recursion in many algorithms during the course. So just clear your this recursion concept, how the recursion course write, what are the base criteria for the recursive solution, what are the recursive parts. So there are two parts basically in the recursive code. One is the base part, and another is the recursive part. Base part means where we call we call the same recursive function in that part. That part is actually called as a recursive part. but where we not call this recursive function again, that where our program is actually stopped. Okay, so that part is actually called as a base part. So that things should be very clear. Recursion should be very clear to you before starting the session. So in this week you can recap this recursion also. And in the class object things, okay, so if we talk about this, so I have also added this Python notes link in the PDIC GitHub, okay, link, so you can directly jump this. So this function, as I mentioned, that function is important. This conditional loop is very common, it is definitely used, but list and dictionary are very commonly used in this course. And no file handling actually, and object oriented programming, only the basic understanding of object and class. Okay, and this part basically. Okay, so this first part, object and class, and this class attribute and object attribute, so this two part you can focus, 8.1 and 8.2. We will not use this inheritance, that method overriding, these oops concept we will not use anywhere, but we will create some class, we will create some object for that class. So that basic understanding of object and class, and how we can create a object for class. Okay, what is the meaning of self, how we can write a method for the class, how we can write the attributes or member of the class. So that basic understanding of object, this class object things in Python should be required in our course. Okay, so other thing, we will not use any that deep things from the Python. Other things will be the basics, or some place actually in graph part. Okay, so week 5 and week 4. So professor have actually used the NumPy array for the 2D representation. For the 2D representation, professor have used NumPy array. So you can also explore a little bit NumPy array to understand that professor lecture code. Otherwise, we have also provided the alternate implementation, and we have also explained everything in the notes. So like if you see the week 5, what happened? Oh, these are the actually file. Let me open the notes. So if you see the home page, and if we move to the week 5 content, that graph, so we have mentioned that how we can represent the data, so that in the each type of manner. So that representation, you can see how we can represent the data, this matrix data, using the NumPy array as well as the Python list. Okay, so you can understand that how we can use the both list as well as the NumPy array. So because professor have used this NumPy approach, so do not panic if you see this first time. So because of that, we are saying just explore little bit this NumPy array also. Okay, before starting. So this is also not too much deep required knowledge required for the NumPy array. Just understand that how one-dimensional array and how two-dimensional array can be created using the NumPy. Okay, and how we can initialize all the value with the 0. These very basic understandings of the NumPy 2D array is required only for this, and not require any other things. So week 1 is basically all about the. So this is Python recap. So first thing is professor have discussed some algorithms, some problems, and they have provided actually some different solution for the same problem. And they have mentioned that what are the benefits of the each solution over to the another previous solution. So professor have discussed this GCD problem, prime problem. Okay, so prime problem, you can see computing prime problem. So this is the very common problem you have already seen in the Python course, how we can check the prime numbers. Okay, and how we can find out the number of prime numbers in some range. So there are multiple solution professor have discussed. So this is the first solution is discussed. Okay, and this is the same things. Another solution they have discussed is like this, and third solution they have discussed here. Okay, so that means what actually professor is trying to convey in this week 1, actually each problems have multiple solution. Each problem solution can be written in by the multiple approach. So which approach is actually efficient, which approach is actually fast. So that actually professor have discussed that by comparing the steps. So how basically I'm just that all things will be discussed in the week 2, that how we measure the efficiency, but I'm just giving some idea that how we actually find out, how we compare the algorithms, which algorithm is better. So the main goal is in this course is the efficiency. That efficiency we measure in the two terms. One is the time complexity, another is the space complexity. So time complexity, we is not the actually clock time. Time complexity is not represent the clock time. So because if we are running any algorithm in one system and we are running the same algorithm in another system, so there may be a chance that the system speed is different. uh, okay, so we cannot compare the algorithm in two different machines. So the machine speed may be different, some is that clock's speed may be different. So because of that, this time complexity is represented by the number of steps at the runtime. Okay, when we are running the algorithms, how many steps are executing by the processor. Okay, so that number of steps is actually represented by the time complexity in the terms of input. So what input we are giving in the terms of input size, how much actually steps are executing at the runtime. So that number of steps are actually represented as a time complexity. That will remain same in the each machine. Okay, so because of that, this time complexity is the theoretical calculation. This is also not a very exact counting. Okay, we ignore the constant numbers. We just only are interested in the uh, terms which are directly dependent on the input size. So if I say that if you see this code, okay, so if you see this code here, there are two loops is running. Okay, these loops are nested loop. Okay, inside this nested loop there is one instruction, it's line number 5, s equal to s plus 1, and before starting this loop we have this one instruction, s equal to 0. So now in the total, this function is returning the total sum by this. So suppose if this n is the input for this, okay, suppose if we pass n equal to 10, okay, then how many times this line number 2 will be execute when we will run this program? How many times this line number 3 will be execute? How many times the line number 4 will be execute? And how many times this line number 5 will be execute? And how many times this line number 6 will be execute? And if we will combine all these number of steps, that is actually a number of steps at the runtime. Now this relation we will represent in the terms of this n. Okay, so n we can pass any fixed value, 10, 20, 30. So based on this input n, how our actually number of steps are changing. So what are the relation between input and number of steps? So that relation actually we are finding out during this course to check the efficiency. That is actually time efficiency. Things, space complexity. Space complexity is represented the memory space required by the algorithms at the runtime. Okay, so at the runtime means same things. Suppose if you are sorting some elements, okay, list. So that means space is also a dynamic things. So if you are sorting a list which contains only 10 elements, okay, so that means your list will only contain 10 elements. That space will be, if suppose one element is taking 4 bytes, so total space is required only 40 bytes. But if we are passing the input 100, okay, so that means your data structure will increase to the 100 elements, so that it will take more time. So that space is also dependent on the input. Okay, your data structure is changing, size is changing at the based on the input things. So how your algorithm is designed, how your what data structure you are using, so that space is also important. How much space there is two types of space actually. One space is actually for the fixed code space. Okay, so how much your code space is taking, that is static. But another is dynamic space, that will be based on the input and your data structure. So that is also important. So how much space your code is taking, so you can compare two different approach based on the space complexity as well. So but we found that if we try to if we increase the space, then our time complexity may be reduced. Okay, and if we reduce the space, that maybe time complexity will be increased. So there is a trade-off between time complexity and space complexity. So because of that, there are not too much problems for the space actually in this time, but the time is very important factor. So in this course we will not discuss the space complexity calculations, but you should understand that what is space complexity. But we will only focus on the time complexity during this course to compare the algorithms. Okay, so now if so previous code, if you see here, this code is easy to understand. So suppose if you are taking some input n equal to 10, then this line will only be execute one time, s equal to 0. This is not depend on the n. So if you take any value of n, this s equal to 0 will be execute only one time in this code. Okay, so this is only constant operation. So one fixed time is constant. This is the second line. This is depends on the input. If n equal to 10, this line will be executed 10 times. If n equal to 100, this line will be executed 100 times. So you can see these steps are dependent on the input. Okay, same things, this is also dependent on the input. So how many n value you are giving, same times this will also be executed. Okay, so maybe this will be executed n plus one time, but this will be executed n times. So the some constant things we generally ignore. Okay, so and this last step, print s, is constant operation. This will also execute only one time. So in this way you can see line number 2 one time, this line number 3 is n time, this is also n time, and this is one time. So we can say that 2n plus 2. Okay, so 2n plus 2, 2 we can ignore. So now this is the 2n, and 2 constant before the that input terms we can also ignore. So we will only take n. So that means this course is actually directly dependent on the n. If you are providing this n equal to 100, this all steps will be very close to the a relation. If we will find out that this is a linear relation. Okay, if input is n, total number of steps will also be in the same of n. But here this will be changed actually. Okay, this is the n inside the, this is the nested loop. So if you calculate the number of steps, you will find that it will become a n square steps. Okay, so this line number 5 will be execute n square times, because each value of I, this loop will run n times. Okay, so total I value will be n into n, total n square times. So we are only interested in the highest order of input terms. So here we are getting n square, so complexity will become n square for this. We will also discuss this thing in the details in the week 2 starting. So, but what our goal is to find out that total number of steps which are executing at the runtime. We want to reduce these number of steps in the better solution. Okay, so professor have discussed these things in the some
May I ask you a
problems.
question?
Yes, second.
Yeah, going back to this code that you were showing us,
This one.
previous one, yeah, this one. See, like this third line, you're telling this actually will be run n plus one times, right?
N plus one time. One is
And
the last termination point.
yeah, last termination point. So if this kind of questions come in exam, we should write it as n plus one or it is n actually.
No, as I said that in the complexity calculation is not a fixed numbers. This is just represent the relation between input and total number of steps in the terms of n input. Okay, so we ignore the constant part, constant part as well as the multiplication part. That terms we ignore. We just only represent that linearity things. So this is really a in the terms of n times or constant times or n squared times or n cube times. We just only interested in the highest order of the highest magnitude of the input terms. So we will ignore completely constant numbers. So this constant s equal to this one. This is also one. Steps are one. So in previous example, if you see this code, so here if you pass any value a or any value for b, this steps will execute only one time. Correct? So in this case, this is a constant time algorithms, constant time solution. So okay, so here steps are 2, 3, but we will consider as a constant one now. One. Okay,
Understood.
so constant represent as a one time. So we will discuss these things, how we represent this time complexity, what notation we used. So we will not just write the total number of steps, 3 steps it will take. So there are some way to represent the time complexity. Some notations are there, and some meanings are also there for the each notations. So that we will discuss in the week 2. But this is the final goal. We want to reduce the total number of steps in the solution, and that will improve. So this number of steps are executing. This is also directly related to the actual clock time. Okay, suppose our algorithm is executing 1,000 steps for the any solution. So it will execute 1,000 steps. Each steps will take some of time in the computer. That will be very fast, but still it will take some 100. If we assume that it is time is t, okay. So 1,000 into t time will be required in the actual machine. But in the another way, if your algorithms have another good approach, and that is taking only 10 steps. Okay, so that 10 step is executing 10 into t. So that definitely this time will be very less compared to the previous solution. Okay, so in this way we only calculate this theoretically, this time complexity, but this is also very directly related to the machine time, clock time. So but for the calculation we will use this theoretical approach. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So this is our final goal. So here professor have discussed the GCD solution. So if you see the prime solution, if you understand this final solution, okay. So this, I think this one is the, which one is there? Yeah, this one. Okay. So this final solution here, you can see we are running a loop, while loop. Okay. And this loop is only running till I is less than equal to math dot square root of n. So that means if we are passing n value, and this while loop is only running square root of n time. So that means this total number of steps required is square root of n. If suppose if we take some example, so 1024. This is not the square root. Okay, 100. We take simple example 100. Total n value equal to 100. So this algorithm will take only 10 steps to complete the return the solution. But if we compare the previous solution, basic solution for this one, so here we are running a complete loop, 1 to n plus 1. This is very basic solution for this. What we are doing, we are just trying to divide the number by each number from 2 to this n minus 1. We are checking if this number is divided, then we will return the solution. That means this is not a prime. So this here, this loop is running total n number of times. So that means n equal to 100. So this loop will run 100 times. So check that here 100 steps are executing. In the last solution, this is only square root of 100. So that is 10 steps. So this solution is very much efficient compared to the previous solution. Same way, professor have discussed some that Aadhaar example, that to discuss. Suppose if you want to sort all the Aadhaars number of the India, so you know that the number is very high. So in 1 crore, 140 crore. So if you want to sort this Aadhaar number by some algorithms, and you select any bubble sort algorithm. So bubble sort algorithms time required is n square. So 140 crore into 140 crore steps are required to sort by the bubble sort. And the same things you can do with the merge sort. So merge sort takes only n into log n time. So n into n means 140 crore into log n. So log n will be very reduced. Okay, so compared to the previous solution, n into n, and log n will be the very much efficient compared to the n square. So in this way, there are multiple solutions available for the each problem. So which algorithm we will select, which algorithm is much faster or efficient, that we will learn in this course. Okay, so professor will discuss some naive approach also, and compared to the efficient approach also, to get some idea. Okay, so each week we will graph. So initially basically till 6 week. Okay, so we focus on the data structures and related algorithms, basically standard algorithm which are efficient algorithms. Okay, all shortest path. I think these algorithms already seen in the previous courses, CT and math, this BFS, DFS. Some things are already discussed. So same things we will discuss in detail with the implementation, all the with the analysis. Okay, but after week 6, we will learn some algorithm design techniques. Okay, so how the approach can be designed. So there are three very common. One is greedy algorithms that we will discuss in the week 7, and week 8 divide and conquer approach. Okay, so how we can break the problems and solve each problem separately. And another is dynamic programming. This is very popular. Okay, dynamic programming. So how we can use the sub problem solution to solve the bigger problem solution. Okay, so how we can use the sub problem solution efficiently to solve the remaining part of the solution. So that dynamic programming solution approach we will learn in the week 9. So week 11 will be the total advanced concept, that classes of the algorithms, some that networks algorithms. So some advanced topics there. So that will also be continue in the final degree course, advanced algorithm course. There is one more course we have in the degree level, advanced algorithm. Some part of the algorithms, advanced algorithms will be discussed in that course. But here we have this component till week 6. We have the data structure part with the related algorithms, and remaining 3 weeks we have the algorithm design techniques. So 7, 8, 9. Okay, and we will also discuss the each techniques with the help of examples. So yeah, this is the overall of the solution. If you have any doubt in any part, if you have doubt any week 1, you can ask, or if you have any open query. So this session is actually the next session will be the, yeah. So this session may be session, but from the second week onwards, the topics will be increased and the all main topics will be started. So definitely the time will be increased for the session, sometimes 3 hours. So be ready for that. Yeah. So Bhumika, yes.
So, sir, like this course is considered as one of the hardest course. Uh,
No,
it is
yeah.
rated as, but
Actually, yeah. So previous experience, some the student have shared this on the forum that this is the hardest course. Yeah, but not we will not say that this is the hardest course. But if you give proper time to the course, this is also very interesting course. Okay, and those who are actually, some of the students are actually revisiting this course again, and they are finding this course is very now, because maybe during the time things you have some time limitations, 12-week time limitations, so maybe you will find some difficulty to complete all the things. But this course is not difficult. This is interesting course. This is conceptual course. Okay, so because of that, student find this difficult because the concept understanding is required, some logical thinking is required. This is not a formula type of things. Okay, so you remember just some formula and apply formula directly. Okay, so here you have to apply your logical thinking also to solve the questions. Because of that, some of the students find this difficult. But if you give proper time, if you solve all the assignments by your own, okay, so this is our, we know that you can arrange the solution because the assignments are repeated, so you can arrange them. But we will just saying that if you are arranging the solution, if you're copying the solution, you will get 10% marks in this course. Okay, in the graded assignment, theory assignments, 10% weightage. But you will lose all the 90% marks, most of the 90% marks part. But if you attempt all the assignment by your own and solve all the problems by your own, you will get maybe 8 marks in the 10 marks, okay, in the theory assignment, but you can improve very good marks in the remaining 90 percentage part. Okay, so because of that, we recommended that solve each question by your own. If you're finding difficulty, discuss that, but do not copy directly. Okay, discuss the solution, try to understand the solution, or just try to solve by your own. This is our just recommendation. So try to solve all the problems, that coding problem as well as the that theory assignments also. So maybe you will get you will lose some 1 or 2 marks in the overall weightage, but you can earn good marks in the remaining. Okay. Yes. Hari Harusikis. Go ahead. Yeah, Bokil, you have raised
Yes,
the
sir.
hand.
Sir. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Sir, so for some reason, if we are not able to attend Friday's session, then do we get a chance to solve those problems again next day or
So
something?
problems will be available. Problems will remain available on the portal, and live session recording will also be there. So you can solve later also, and that all these problems will be available till the OPP exam.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
but we will just expect that try to solve all the problems in timed manner in 2-3 hours. Try to complete all the problems. Okay, just make practice in the same manner of the OPP exam.
Okay, sir.
Okay, just increase your time efficiency, the time practice. Okay. Any other query? Anyone? So what you mentioned
Sir,
that
please,
what?
sir, please
Yeah.
suggest a book for practice questions.
Book, actually we have referred some book. So what professor actually used as the reference for this course? We have also mentioned the link in some place, or maybe in the discourse actually. Let me check that. Sorry, this is not hmm, that discourse. Where is the discourse? In discourse, actually, we have shared one book link. In portal, I think I'm not sure that is shared or not. About the course. Yeah, you can see reference book, and these are very popular and common book. And this is the this core main. This is very popular book for this course, but this is also very big. Okay, so there are lots of topics you will find out that which is not covered in our course. Okay, but what you can do, you can select the topics, and you can just focus on the topic which is discussed in the course. If you have enough time, after maybe after this course, after completion of this, you can also explore the remaining topics, uh, which is also good for the learning. Otherwise, these three books are very popular for this. One is the Clean Work, and another is the Core Man, and another is this Estas. So we have, so this is just a name of the reference, but in the post on the discourse forum, we have also gave some link. One second. That PDSA reference, yeah. So this is the first post we have mentioned in the forum. You can see this reference. Inside this is the books, reference books and notes link. So this is one is link is the GitHub notes, another is the book links. Okay, so this is one drive link where
Sir,
all
please
three.
share this link in chat.
Okay, so all three books are PDFs are available. And many algorithms you will find out that will be very similar to this Clean Work book. Okay, but this Core Man is also very popular for this TSA course.
Sir, the course uh, we have. Hello.
Yes, let's go.
Yes. Sir, the PDS course is comply with the industry that asking for
Yes,
the.
yes, yes. Most of the very important topics, all things are covered. Okay, but still you can explore more if you have time. So DSA algorithms, there are many other algorithms are also there, but the most of the things are covered in this course.
Most of the course. Okay, okay.
Okay. Hmm. Yes. Okay. Any other query? Disa, yeah, you have raised the hand.
Yes, sir. Sir, could you please explain for classes and object concept?
Okay. So let me open some tutorial, or let me open just some things. So let's just go to the topics. First thing, what is this class and what are the that object things. Okay, so we will just see this example and we will also try to solve write some code. Yeah, Indal bin.
Yeah, sir. I have a doubt. So just running in my mind is like how many algorithm currently we have?
Actually, I have not counted that, but yeah, in each week you will find out 6 7 algorithms.
Six on overall in 12 week.
No, in each week. So you can multiply this by the 10 weeks we have the main content. So nine, mainly 9 weeks we have the content. So 9 into 6, maybe 50 to 50, 60 algorithms you can expect. Or you can
Okay.
count in the notes, okay?
Okay. And which algorithm is most important?
Mhm. No, here this is not a. So each actually week have some specific area. Okay. So
Okay.
now week 4, what we are learning graph algorithms. Okay. Week 4 and week 5 is totally based on the graph algorithms. So that is different. Week 3, basically week 2, we are learning the sorting and searching algorithms. This is totally different things. Week 6, we are learning the tree data structure, heap data structure. That is also different things. Week 7, 8, 9 are the algorithm design techniques. So that is also different things. So we can say that which algorithms is important out of all 9 weeks. Okay, all are equally important.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so regarding this class and object thing, so what is actually this class basically? First, we will understand this class thing. So class is just a the basic definition. This is a blueprints, okay, or blueprints or a template. We can say that for some functionality. What example we can take to understand is this? Now in the development of the website, so you know that this is the web development. Maybe you have completed this med1 course or not. But in med1 course what we are learning, just create some app, web app. Okay, so what many of the that providers, that software provider, they actually provide the templates. They have just created one designs for the website and they sell that design to you. And what you need to do, you just need to fill your data in that design. Okay, so they have just created one template website where some basic demo data is there, uh, and you want to use that design for your purpose. So that means your related data will be changed by the demo data. Okay, only the data will be changed, otherwise the design will remain same. You can use all the functionality of the design. All data will be uploaded on that template. Okay, so after that, that website will be referred to you. Okay, so that means that website will be referred to you, and you can say that this is my website. Okay, but that design is already created, and the same design can be used by the other users also, but data will be changed only that part. So similar things we can understand here. Here we have designed some template. Okay, template means is a collection of methods and that variables, okay, or attributes, we can say that. So method is just like a function that represent the functionality, and attribute is just a variable that contains the information in the class. So that means if you see this code, this is a template of student. Okay, template of students. So that means we want to perform some operations on this type of template. So that we have created one student template where we have defined some variables. So that means when we will create an object, so what that object will contain. So that object is just a instance of this class. Instance of this class, as the similar things is, if someone is designed the website template, and now you are the one user, and you want to you have purchased this design, and now you have uploaded your data into that design. Now that website is referred to you. Okay, so similar things, object is just like a user, and now you have just create one instance for this, and you have passed your data. After that, this instance will work for you as in that website, that example. Okay, so now this design is already created, members is already defined, what information you required in this design, and what functionality is there based on that data. Okay, so what function to perform on that data. in this template. So that is already designed. Now you want to create some object for this, so that object will require this data which is required in this template. Okay, so now you can see this object, how we can create the object for this. So this is one example. Now in the template we have defined one variable self.name, self.marks. So this self is a specific that special variable that is referred to the current instance of the object. Okay, if we are creating any object for this class, so that object will be referred to a one instance, one instance of the class. So that this self will refer to that point. Okay, so if suppose if we are creating this one object Anis, and this object will be created. Okay, this is just a variable. Okay, this is not something value, this is just a object, and we are creating one object of this class for this variable. So now this information, name Anis 95, this is the marks, this will only be referred to this object. So how this information we are getting? With the help of self reference. Okay, so self is referring to the current instance of object. So here we have defined, this is the constructor. First line, this is the constructor. Constructor is the first method, we can say, that will execute at the time of object creation. If you will create a object creation, this function will automatically called first time. Okay, and what information is required for this constructor is two variables, name and marks. So this information is required when you are creating any object of different class. You have to pass these two variables data for that. That means this constructor will be called, this required two variables, and these value will be assigned to this self.name, self.marks. Okay, so here we are just creating the object for this student, and then we are passing two variables, this Anis and 95. This Anis will be passed to the name here, and 95 will be passed to the marks. Now these two values we are assigned here. So that means this name will be assigned to self.name, that means the object name, and this self.marks, object marks. So now this is the attribute. So we have assigned some value to the variables, attributes of the class. Okay, now we have created one object for this. Apart from that, we have some methods already defined in this template. Now these methods will be work based on the current data of the object. So what data that object has passed, so that function will also be performed based on that. So here this update marks is required, this marks data. So that marks will be passed as this self.marks. This marks value will be passed. No, this is not the marks. Yeah, this marks is the different variable. So that means we want to update the marks of that object. So if we pass new marks for that, that value will be updated by the new marks. So this is one method. And print details. Print detail is just to print the name of the current object. Okay, so that means this functionality is defined, this attribute is defined in the template. Now when we have created the object of this template, so that data will be passed, and this object will be just a one instance of this class, and this will work for this object. Okay, all data will be stored for this object. You can create any number of objects. This is the very similar. If website template is available, any number of user can purchase that, and they will just pass their data, and that website will be referred to the particular that user. So same things, you can create any number of users here, and each that object will be referred to a specific object. Okay, so each data will be what data you are passing for the each object, you can access that data. Okay, so with the help of this class object thing. So this type of approach you will learn in this course also, many implementation. So this class and this object creation, this is the only required information for this class or object. Okay, so you can design one time. After that, you can create any number of object for that class. So all object will perform like similar. They will have the same number of attributes. They will perform like a same functionality. Okay, but data will become change only in the each object. So yeah, this is the class and object things. So this only this understanding is required for this, how to create the class and how to create the object for that class. We are not going beyond that. That means the inheritance or another concept of the OOPS. And we will also not learning this. These concepts will be taught in details in Java course. So if you want to understand all these oops concept in the detail, so that will be discussed in the Java that Java course. So, but in PDSA course, it's not for the oops concept, but we will use this class and object basics in our algorithms or implementation. Okay. So in this part, any doubt? This or Divya? Yeah.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Divya.
Yeah, like in this, how would we call the method update marks for this class student?
So this is the name of the object. So Anis is the name of the object. After that, you can simply call this object Anis dot and then the function name. Okay.
Okay,
And
so we'll
so
say
let's
Anish dot update marks.
Anis, let me just run this. So 1 second. Okay. So after that, suppose if I run this like Anis equal to student, and this is the class name. We are creating the one object. The name of the object is Anis, so that we will pass the name value. So that ANISH and that 95 is the same example I'm taking, 95. So these two variables we are passing for the class. So after that, this is the, and let's check this. Okay, so let's print the marks for ANISH dot. Okay, dot attribute we can directly access, so we will check this marks. Okay, let's run this. You can see we can directly access the attribute for the object. Okay, so Anis is the object name and marks are the attribute for this class. Okay, so this class is now, or each attribute and this method will work as the that methods, or we can directly access this method and attributes with the name of object. So now this is the first we are able to access the marks with this, by this object. But if we want to change this, so that Anis and dot, now we can call the method of this. Okay, so update marks, so that update marks, and now we can pass the different value, now 100. Okay, and after that we print again the same thing, so print and that Anis dot marks. Okay, now again run. Okay, so now you can see 9, the previous value for the marks, now this is updated by the method, this is it becoming 100. If we call the another function, that Anis dot that print details, so print details, that is this method. So now this is only the method name, so we will run this, and you can see name is also printed by this method, second method. Okay, self name is already stored at the time of object creation. After that, if you want to access this method, so it will print the name of the method. So you can see we were able to access all the members. Now you can create any number of object for this. Suppose this is the like Rahul equal to that student. Okay, and suppose this is the name Rahul, and this is the suppose marks is 50. Sorry, 50. And now you see the different object. Okay, Rahul is the different object. If I want to print the name, so Rahul dot print details, this will print the name of Rahul. You can see Anis and Rahul. So now both are using the same template, students. Okay, but data is different for the both. They will only access their data on this template. Okay, so now this is called as an object of this class, or we can say that instance of this class. Okay.
Got it.
Okay, any other query? Any doubt in recursion? So in recursion, just try to imagination the things. The control flow actually moves in the recursion concept. How the execution happens in the recursion concept. If you can create this imagination in your mind, if suppose if you have some code or small codes for the recursion, then you can imagine it that how the execution will be happen for the recursive code. Then will be very good for you to understand some of the algorithms in DSA course where the recursion will be used. Okay, so binary search is there, and some that DFS algorithm is there that will use recursion. So many of the algorithms have the recursive concept. This merge sort algorithm has the recursive concept. Quick sort algorithm has the recursive concept. So you will get this understanding easy if you clear this recursion concept. Okay, so just you can see the content of the Python and just try to understand the recursive things like this. This is the home page. Inside the function, you can find out this recursion concept, lecture number 4.4. Okay, so some example is given that Fibonacci series, how you can get this. One example of the Fibonacci series. This is the base case. This is ever one is the base case, and this is the recursive case where you are calling the function recursively, and how the calls are happen. So you can see this diagram. You will get understanding that how the calls are happen in this. Okay, and how this will be executed. And you can also understand this execution with the help of Python tutor. You can simply take this code and run inside the Python tutor and just go step by step. And you can understand that how the calls are moving in the recursive solution. So just clear these things, just recap these things. Okay, so that will be helpful. Okay, so any other query? This week we will discuss some six in the live coding, some 6 problems, because the problems will be easy based on the only the Python concept. Nothing is specific for algorithms. So because of that, this time we will discuss maybe 6-7 problem in this week live coding. But the remaining week, once the difficulty level will be increased and algorithms will be used, so we will reduce these problems to 3 to 4. Okay, so you can solve these problems within the time. Okay, if you don't have any query, then and we close. Okay, okay, then I'm closing the session, and we will meet. So maybe the other instructor will take the live coding session. So we will meet in the next session. Okay, and you can also tag us on the Discourse forum if you have any doubt.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night, everyone.